All right, so Amanda's going on a job for me on Tuesday for a bank commercial, and she just has to dress kind of business casual, solid colors, and no jewelry. You might want to take like simple hoops or pearl earrings or solid color, but not all kind of stuff all over. And if you have any tattoos or piercings, they need to be covered. Now, we're gonna, as we said, moisturize the skin, but you also want to prepare the skin. uh, Mask. I recommend Milk of Magnesia. It tones and controls a lot of things on the skin, and it also kind of perfects the skin, makes the pores refined, gets rid of any pimples or bumps underneath the skin. Because when they're doing a commercial on you, they're up here sometimes. My girl Sophia, she was eating a hamburger, and I could see a couple bumps underneath her skin, and she's like, "Well, my skin's not the best. When's the last time you masked?" So you need to get that out of your skin. All right. But what we're going to do is, like, if there's a job that you're on and there's no makeup artist, here's what they said to me, Amanda. They said, either we will pay her $50 less and $50 less per talent. And I have 4 or 6 people on that job that day to pay for the hair and makeup artist. Or do you think your people could do their own hair and makeup? And I said, I know they can do their own hair and makeup. So this is what is going to be how you need to prepare for a job, whether it be for print work, television, movies, or in this case, a TV commercial. Okay. And this is television makeup. Everything must be matte finished. After we moisturized your skin, and I always say double moisturize around the eyes and the mouth to really hydrate you. I take a little bit of that moisturizer and I mix it in with the first color. We're going to do the light, the medium, and dark of your skin tone. As you notice, it's matte finished. There's no sparkle, shine, or pearlescence. And we're going to go in here, which is a really good color for you. This is like a true blend color number 4 for her. She's got good color in her skin. I don't go all the way up to the eye. I just kind of go into where it's dark here, around the nose, down the center of the nose, here. I do kind of around kind of the eye socket area. Okay, and any line that I see, I'm going to attack it. Because I'm going to fill in. That's all. I'm just filling in. We're going to do, the marionette lines. And we're going to cover anything that needs to be covered. And these will come out, you said. So for the job, you need to take those out. Unless otherwise they don't care, because there was a job we just had girls and guys on. They didn't care if you had tattoos or piercings because that's what they wanted. Okay, now, so that's where the light of the skin tone goes. Don't forget the ears because they are part of your complexion. A lot of times they're red and we need to neutralize them. Otherwise you look like you have a mask on your face. And also what I try to do so we can match the skin a little, even though you have good color, I kind of lighten along the jawline a little bit here. And if you ever feel that your makeup becomes too muddy or darkened, what you want to do is always lighten from here down around this area so it matches the neck a little bit better. You always notice the neck seems to be a little bit lighter than the rest of the face because it doesn't get a lot of sun, natural sun. And if you ever want to look tan, you can always look tan from the cheekbone, bottom of the cheekbone up. Don't go dark color here. So now we're using the sponge to diffuse the color, and we're literally just tap, 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 blend, blend, blend. And now we're going to go, this is the first color, which is basically getting rid of any of the darkness in the skin tones and evening her out. And now I'm going to go with the darker color, which is more her skin tone. So if you start out with 2 colors, like this is, and I'm not trying to promote a product, but you get a lot of these true blendable colors in hers. She's using a 4, and I told her to go ahead and get the 5 or the 6. So it's a tan color. This is probably like a medium beige that we started her out with. You would use an ivory or a really, even as your darkest color would be light beige, because you're very ivory tones. She's got a lot of color in her skin, a lot of, even I would say olive in her skin. What is your nationality?
Sicilian and Polish.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so a good Italiana girl. So like myself as well, even though I have light skin, I still have the olive. So we got to go with the olive tones. So now I'm going to take the light, the medium, and dark of the skin tone. So even if I buy 2 colors, I'm going to be able to take the 2 and mix them together. Ha, ha, ha. And then it should be able to go ahead and disappear on your skin. So once we blend it with the sponge and I look, if it disappears on the skin, we'll be good. Now, that might have been a little bit dark on you, but I can always correct because I work from the forehead first. I don't want to, a lot of people say try the color on your neck. Don't do that. Don't even try your color here. You're always lighter from here down. You get more sun up here than you get anywhere. So it's safer to go with a darker color up here anyway. And if I made a mistake, I can always add a little bit of light. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead, since we determined mixing the two colors together, we finally found the right color. So now we're going to go ahead and just get that color on the face. As I showed you before, my sponge and the skin tone colors, I'm mixing a little bit of moisturizer fluid. So it's a lotion, not a cream, in with my colors. And I'm just getting that on the skin. Don't forget the ears. Okay. And just get painted on the skin, even over the lips, and a little bit underneath the chin in this area right here. And then we blend. Okay, so once we blended all of that, we did her light, then we did the medium of her skin tone. Now we're going to do the dark. So what I'm going to do is take that darker color after we mix those two, take the darker shade, and I'm going to do some contouring. So down the edge of nose, and it's the same for everybody. Your nose, my nose, your nose, it doesn't matter. You just come from the eyebrow straight down and then underneath and then smile. I'm going to go from back here with my darkest color on the high point of her cheekbone and bring it around, and don't go below this area. I always want to start darkest back here and lighter up to the apple of the cheek. I do the tops of the ears. I don't, it just gives a more natural look. And then we're going to go the old theater trick, go behind the ear and just gently underneath the jawline with that darker shade and a little V right here, because that's great contour. Doesn't matter if you've got a great cheekbone or if you have a great jawline, which she does. It doesn't matter if you have a jawline even like mine that goes straight from the ear straight down. I have a little heart-shaped face and I have no room. Like I always look at how many inches do you have between the ear and the bottom of the jawbone. Look, she's got 2.5 inches right here. She says she feels like a horse face, and that's what they call Douglas too. But believe it or not, on film, this is the best. 2 inches from here to here to give you a jawline that's a square jawline. That's the ultimate in print. We don't know how to have that, so we have to create it. So we do that by literally, going in and doing just a little bit of contouring. And then the lighter is the highlighting. So we're going to just blend that naturally as it is. Tap, 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 blend, blend, blend with the sponges. I even do a little bit over like the brow bone here, darker here and darker here. Whatever's kind of left on my brush, because I'm just going to use it up. Like you get a good feel for it after a while. Darkening it up into the hairline a little bit too, so that it doesn't look like you have a mask on your skin. And you're going into the hairline. Now, if I feel like I have too much product or powder in the hair, I'll take a little washcloth or the end of the sponge and wet it a little bit and release some of that color if I need to. But I don't worry about that till the end. Okay, and then again, you're just blending here. I don't want to go darker from here to here because it'll droop the face. And we blended her. Okay, so we're trying to make you or her more three-dimensional. That is right now the foundation that I would put on pretty much everybody, even man, woman, and child. And then we're going to powder over her right now. So we'll do the same thing with the powder as well.